thank you all for coming. Are you all having a wonderful day so far?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Good. Before we get the session going, just want to remind you all that this session is to remain confidential. Whatever we discuss is in here. So if you guys want to talk about anything in respect to the others, remember that we must remain confidential, okay? I'm not going to share this information with anybody outside. Okay, so whatever we discuss in here stays in here, okay? Any questions? Okay. So, today, I know you guys are all excited about going to college, and I don't know, I believe that some of you guys are undecided whether we want to go into a 2-year college or a 4-year college, okay? Either way, whatever you all decide, it's a great decision, okay? But I'm hoping that once we go over the session, you guys can have an idea of what you guys want to do, okay? So I'm going to pass out this flyer. This discusses the transfer requirements from a community college into a 4-year college. So in case if any of you guys are interested in going into a 2-year college first, this is a catalog that you guys are going to have to follow by. So if you guys look at the very top, area A, that describes English language arts, communication, and critical thinking, right? So it says at the very top, 9 semester units minimum required with at least 1 course each from A1, A2, and A3 with the C or better, right? So you guys need to complete at least 3 units from each section. From section A1, you guys need to complete an oral communication class, which it can be communications 1, 2, 4, 8, or 25, okay? The next one is A2 written communications. So you guys need to either complete English 1A or English 1H. I believe the H stands for the English 1A, that's an honor class, okay? The A3 is critical thinking. So you guys need to either complete a communications 25 class, English 2 or English 3, or philosophy 2, 4, or 6, okay? So 3 units needs to be completed from each section, from A1, from A2, and from A3. Okay, any questions? The next one below describes area B, which is science, inquiry, and quantitative reasoning, right? So 9 semester units need to be required, right, in this section. So this can be a physical science class, which is a 3-unit class. Under this category, what can qualify under this one? You guys can either take a chemistry 1A class, a geology class, or a physics class, okay? So anything, as I mentioned, chemistry, geology, or physics does fall under physical science. So at least 3 units, which means 1 class. Each class is 3 units, okay? The next one, B2, is a life science. So we can either take a biology class or a nutrition class, okay? So any biology or nutrition class can fall under the life science category. And again, 3 units is required, at least at a minimum, okay? And then if we go under, let's go ahead and go under area C, arts and humanities, right? It says 9 semester units is required from this section only. So arts, you guys gotta take at least 1 art class, which can be an art class, or a filming class, a music class, or a photo class, okay? And then at least 3 units needs to be completed of humanities. So this can be a language class. So we can talk about a Spanish class, Chinese, German, or linguistics, okay? And then if we go under area D, it's social science. So it says 9 semester units needs to be completed with at least 2 disciplines. So that means we can take any US history class that corresponds to social studies, or social science, I'm sorry. So we can talk about political science, world history, the US history, or economics, or American government, okay? And then the last one is area E, which is a child development. So we're talking about child development 39. That's usually the one that's required, okay? So again, if you guys are interested in going from a community college to a 4-year college, you guys need to follow this category, okay? So this should only take you all 2 years, depending on the number of units that you all take. If you guys are gonna take 12 to 15 units per semester, then we're talking 2 years. If we're taking anything below, then it can take us about a little bit more than 2 years. So this all depends at your guys' space, okay? Question?
Could you finish faster?
You can. But we're talking 18 units per semester. So if you take 18 units one semester and you take the 18 units the next semester, 18 and 18, that's 36, right? So usually the colleges or these colleges recommend that you all complete about 30 to 60 units before you guys transfer out to a four-year college. So as long as you guys have at least a minimum of 30 units or more, then you guys shouldn't have any problem transferring out, as long as you guys are meeting these CSU general ed courses before you all transfer out. Okay. Any questions?
But it also says right here, 3 units minimum. Can you take more? You can take more than 3 units. Correct?
Yeah, you can take more than 3 units, but they require at least a minimum of 3 units, which is one class. Each class represents 3 units. So if you guys think that you guys like, I don't know, let's say for example, if you go under physical science, you take a physics class, but you also want to take a chemistry class, then you can take both. Plus you can take a chemistry and you can take a physics class.
Are there any benefits to doing this? Or is just for yourself?
Well, there is a benefit. I mean, the more classes you guys complete, the less likely you guys will have to take these classes at whether if it's at Fresno State or UC Davis or UC Merced. So, but yeah, there are benefits. The more, the better. But this is what they require: minimum of 3 from each category, which is 9 from area A, 9 from area B, 9 from area C, 9 from D, and 3 from E. So that usually adds up to 30 units in total. So this is in case you guys, if you guys are interested in going from community college to four-year college. Now I'm going to go over the A to G requirements. And this is for those of you that are interested in going from high school straight into a four-year college. So this is what we call the A to G requirements. So if you guys look at the front page, I believe it starts with an A. World history, you guys are on the right page?
I think you got the wrong one.
They're both the same, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just look it over, yeah.
Thank you.
So, for this one, if you guys are interested in going from a four-year from high school straight into a four-year college, this is what we call A to G requirements. So, in high school, you guys gotta complete a certain number of classes if you guys wanna go straight into whether if it's a CSU or a UC, okay? So CSU and UC, it's pretty much similar requirements.
What's the difference between them both? They're both California. They're both universities.
They're both universities,
Just because
but
one says state.
well, one's a state and one's a University of California. But usually, the University of California, which are the UCs, require a little bit more.
Why? Just because they don't have the word state.
They have higher standards. That's why. Higher standards. That's why. So the higher the standards, the more requirements that'll be required for you kids.
Man, that don't make any sense.
So if you guys look under the first section, which is A, history and social science. So you guys got to complete at least 2 years of history, which is world history and U.S. history. That's 2 years.
We did this in high school though.
Yeah, no, this is
That's
it. Yeah,
It's the requiring.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a requirement from high school. Yeah.
My bad.
For those, for those that I should have explained myself. So
Yeah.
for those that want to go from high school straight into a four-year college.
You have to have these requirements before you start college.
Yes. And then if you look at area B, which is English, you guys gotta take at least 4 years of college prep English in order to transfer out to a four-year college, which means English 9, English 10, English 11, and English 12, and you guys gotta pass it with at least a C or better, okay? The next one is mathematics. 3 years of mathematics is required, which is Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry, but 4 years is recommended. So if you guys haven't taken a fourth year yet, I'd recommend you guys.
So if you haven't taken algebra 2, it means you can't go to.
No,
You should have
no.
taken algebra 2 though.
You should have taken it, yeah, because you all should have started off with Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2.
Yeah.
What next after Algebra 2, we're talking trigonometry or pre-cal, one of the two. But 4 years is recommended, but if you guys can take a fourth year, I'd recommend you guys take it. It'll benefit for college. The next one, we're talking area D, which is laboratory science. So we're talking about a biology and a chemistry class. So chemistry is required because you guys gotta take a lab. Usually chemistry comes with a lab where you guys have to do experiments or mix chemicals up. That's why we require a laboratory class, which is a chemistry class. Again, 2 years is recommended. 2 years is required, but they recommend 3. So what is the third year of science? What do you guys think?
Physics.
Biology is the first one, chemistry is the second one,
Physics.
physics is the third one. So if you guys are not familiar with physics, it's usually a mixture of science and math. That's what it is. So it's a bit more, it's actually, I don't wanna say it's challenging or hard, it just requires a little bit more work. But I think it's interesting because you guys get to deal with motion, matter, heights, for example. If there's a car traveling at this speed and how long will it take for it to stop if you guys automatically press on the brake? That's what it is, you guys are taking care of motion. The next one, we're talking area E, language other than English. So again, 2 years is required, but 3 is recommended. Have you guys taken a foreign language class yet?
Yeah, I speak Spanish.
Spanish, you guys gotta take at least, if you guys are more likely you're gonna be taking Spanish, 2 years of Spanish. Spanish 1, Spanish 2, or French 1 or French 2, either one.
Do they teach you
Anything
all
that
the
you-
words?
Depends on the level that you're on. Yeah, depends on the level that you're on. So if you're on the,
Spanish 4 is the highest.
Yeah, because I know some language courses they only give you like hello, hi, and stuff like that.
yeah, those
Do you
are,
give
those
us
are,
all the stuff?
Those are the easy.
those are the, those
That's
are the
what
easy
my-
ones,
bad.
The
yeah.
Spanish one, bro. Spanish one is beginner, so you just basically learn common phrases. How you doing?
How to
My name
introduce
is
yourself.
basically like that.
And Spanish too.
Spanish
It
too.
gets higher, so it starts
It
to
gets
be
higher,
like
yeah.
Spanish
vocabulary,
2 works on a more
like
complex
words.
vocabulary. Spanish 3 works on writing and expressing yourself. And Spanish 4 is like an advanced place in Spanish if you're gonna actually be in somewhere and live there.
So they teach you
You
the
wanna
good and the
communicate
bad.
everyone in Spanish.
Yeah, it's a lower level, yeah, there's a lower level of Spanish, and there's Spanish, 1. I believe it's Spanish 1, SS, which stands for Spanish speakers only. So if you're fluent in speaking Spanish, then I recommend you take that Spanish 1 class. But if you're not fluent with it yet, and just for learning the basics, then take the lower one, which is, I believe,
Pre-Spanish.
Pre-Spanish, yeah, I believe it's pre-Spanish, yeah. But 2 years is required. But either way, if you're taking the pre-Spanish, that counts as 1 year. And then from the pre-Spanish to Spanish 1, that'll be the second year. The next class is area F, visual and performing arts. At least 1 year of a dance class, music, theater, drama, or an art class. Have you guys taken any art classes yet, or drama or music?
I took an art class my freshman year, but it was like, it wasn't dance or music or theater or drama. It was like actually art. I actually had to paint and draw.
Oh, perfect. There you go. That's your for sure completed.
Does singing in front of people count?
Huh?
I took an engineering class. They said that counted as a fine art.
It does?
Mm-hmm. That's what he told me.
I
It-
took a computer class and I think that's different.
That's what my counselor told me. He's
I'm
like,
not
it counts
sure.
as an art. So I was like, alright.
It's
Well, no, you got anything, it needs to correspond with visual arts or performing arts.
You
So
do use
art-
your visual.
So, it can be, art, or it can be, a dance or music or even drama. Drama.
I remember I took engineering too. I think it was a
A
fine art.
dance class would be nice.
As long as it corresponds to it, yeah, it can be dance, yeah, anything. that
Well, we can do like
corresponds
some
to
salsa.
art. Yeah, there you go, yeah.
That's the stuff
Anything,
right
yeah.
there.
So if you guys haven't taken any of those classes yet, be sure you guys let me know and then I'll get you guys started in those classes, okay?
Yeah.
And then area G, college prep classes. So 1 year of an elective chosen from any area approved from A through G. So, for this area, we can include physics, that's a college prep class. We can include pre-cal, that's a college prep class. Or if any of you guys are gonna be taking any AP classes such as
Does
AP US
biology
history or AP calculus or AP biology,
that counts too?
that counts with it. That counts with it also, yeah. So anything, any honors or AP classes, that counts with it. Okay? And now, you guys must be thinking, okay, so if I complete my classes with this year better, can I go straight into a 4-year college? Yes, but there's one little thing added to it. You guys are looking at this page right over here, right? This is the California High School Graduates and Residents of California. Okay? So, let me ask you guys this. starting over here with Ivan. Ivan, what's your overall GPA right now?
3.3.
3.3. Okay, so let me tell you this. Are you still decided or undecided whether you want to do community college or four-year college? What do you want to do?
I think I was gonna do community and then go to 4 year.
Okay. Okay, so you're good to go. So, because I was gonna suggest, if any of you guys have a GPA below a 3.0, then your guys' GPA or your guys' ACT scores and SAT scores need to match your GPA. For example, let's say that I have a 2.85 GPA, right? I need to get a score of a 13 on the ACT and then a score of a 620 on the SAT. This is what this is. So this is why you guys need to take the both of these exams, okay? But if you guys have a 3.0 GPA or higher, then your guys' score will not reflect on the GPA.
I have a question.
Yes,
What's the highest possible score you get on SAT?
the highest possible score,
Yeah, is it 1300?
it's a 1300. That's the highest score.
It's like
So
a
I'm-
perfect.
Basically, like a perfect score, yeah. Close to a perfect score, yeah. So, I mean, if your GPA falls under a 2.0, I mean, you gotta get at least,
Really good.
I have a score really good, yeah.
I'd rather
yeah.
just get good grades and then.
I mean, that's the easiest route. That's the easiest route. As long as you guys have a 3.0 GPA or higher, I mean, you guys will need to take both of these exams, but it will not reflect your eligibility to go into a foreign college. Okay?
So
if
even
you
if we
guys-
guess on it, it wouldn't matter.
Well, I wouldn't guess on it. I'd try to do the best I can. Just in
Just
case,
look at-
just in case if
Well, if you have like a 2.99 GPA and you get a 1200, they're really gonna consider you.
most likely though, yeah. If you score a 1200, then yeah, they're gonna easily consider you.
And you have your 2.99 GPA.
Yeah. But remember, as long as you guys pass your guys' classes with a C or better and have a good GPA and good test scores, you guys should be in good hands. So, by having this, session here, are you guys pretty much decided what you guys wanna do?
I'm still thinking about it, but.
So Ivan, you said you're gonna go from a community college to,
To a
four-year college,
four-year,
right?
right,
yeah.
So be sure then that you follow this right over here, okay? The classes that you take need to follow these categories, okay? So, since you're gonna be going from a community college to a four-year college, once you complete these classes, which are your lower division courses, and let's say you go into Fresno State, so once you get into Fresno State, then you'll be focusing on your upper division courses. What do I mean when I say upper division courses? That means you'll be focusing on your career.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Majors.
On your majors, yeah. So let's say you wanna major in, I don't know, let's say math, then you'll be taking math classes. You see what I mean, right? Whatever you wanna do in math, whether you wanna teach or wanna go into engineering, then you'll be taking those classes.
So these are the community requirements and these are the,
Yeah, this is from a community to a four-year college, and this is from high school to four-year college.
high school for.
Yes. Evan, what do you wanna do?
Same as Ivan, 2 to 4.
That's fine, yeah, that's fine, yeah, I mean, the neat thing about this is that, you guys will be able to save a lot of money financial wise. It's a lot less expensive. So either way, the opportunities are there for you guys. You guys will have higher chances going from a two-year college into whatever college you guys wanna transfer out to. It'll be a lot easier. Why? Because you guys won't be competing with as many seniors. Because you guys, for those of you that are gonna go from a high school to a four-year college, there will be competition. So be sure that we're doing great academically. Be sure that we are involved in any school activities, whether if it's sports, clubs, or if you guys involved in the student council, or even volunteering, because they're gonna look at that also. Not only are they gonna look at your academics, but they're gonna say, okay, this person has a good GPA, and this person also has the same GPA. But this person over here played sports and was involved in the ASB, and this person wasn't really involved in school, so who are they gonna consider?
The one with the sports.
The one with the sports, the one who was involved in the school, and the one that was doing
Really good.
really good academically, yes. So be sure you guys get your guys yourself involved in school, play a sport, join a club, anything, okay? Nathan, how are we doing? Any,
I'm still trying to make up my mind, I really don't know yet.
that's fine, you still got plenty of time, okay? But as I mentioned, either path will work. Angelita?
I'm gonna do the same thing as I want to do with community college and transfer to college.
Wonderful. Again,
Should be a lot of competition for each people.
Wow, even better. Giovanna,
Same.
the same thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So I mean, there's nothing wrong
Competition.
there's nothing wrong with going to a community college, because I myself went to a community college, transferred out to Fresno Pacific University, graduated with my degree in math, and I'm already working on a master's degree at the National University. Once I finish my master's, guess what I'm considering after that? No. Well, yeah, I'll be a counselor, yes, but guess what I'm considering after that? PhD. I want to
Wow.
earn the name. I want to earn the name Dr. Omar Vaca is what I want to do.
Dang,
So,
fancy.
that'll be next, yeah.
That'd be
My
That'll be next,
sister,
yeah.
my sister.
So, so as I mentioned,
Big time.
anything is possible. Anything is possible.
This guy set the bar high.
And you guys can do the same thing also.
Yeah.
It's all about goal setting.
Dr.
Okay.
Edmond.
Just imagine if we had a doctor. Just imagine if we had a Dr. Ivan, Dr. Giovanna, Dr. Angelita, Dr. Evan, or Dr. Nathan also. You guys can do the same thing also. So, okay, you guys. So I leave this here in your hands. Again, thank you all for coming. You all did great. We will be meeting again next Friday, and we will discuss this more in further details. Are there any questions from any of you? You guys are okay? This is for you guys to keep. Please share this information with your parents. If they have any questions, they can always give me a call. They can stop by and visit my office. My doors are always open. Thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you. I didn't want you guys outside. Be sure you guys walk outside quietly to the learning center. There's testing going on next door.
Oh, he's big.
Be sure you guys meet me in the learning center.
Yeah, good.
Have a nice one, Evan.
That's a wrap, folks.